GOMTV.net. In the bottom left, in the red, playing brilliantly against his first opponent, now here against his second, having a hard time, he is... Go Saga. And in the upper right, we've got our Protoss player. He is so solid, but today he seems to be a little bit off. We'll see if he plays a little bit better here. He is... SK Telecom Team. I've never had a Goldschlager my whole life. Can't.
Yeah. It's too bad.
Can't have cinnamon.
I have some at my house.
I know.
If you want to try some.
When you had that little house party a while ago, somebody poured me a shot. I'm like, oh, what is this? They're like, it's Goldschlager. And I'm like, whoa, that was close.
I've been trying to kill you for a long time.
I know.
Basis. You're just too
I just
smart.
won't die. I'm too smart, Artosis.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
The whole picking of this map by Lucero, I mean, tell me what you think, man. This feels
I don't
weird.
know. I don't normally think of Zerg's picking this map against Protoss.
No, right? I mean, this is really bizarre for him to choose this map against Parting. I feel like there's other maps that can be chosen. He has to have some sort of special strategy, or maybe, I mean, for his style, he might just be comfortable on this map. You know, this is definitely a map that we've seen other Zergs favor an Ultralist Baneling Hive tech choice. For instance, Symbol, in a very memorable game, used that to great effect here. So maybe it's just with the architecture of the map, he feels more comfortable, because overall, Protoss is pretty much like this map against Zerg. It's pretty comfortable to take third, to move around.
If I was in a GSL Codex and I had to pick a map that I was going to play on, I'd pick this one.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, would you do the same?
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a comfortable map for Protoss overall. So, well, anyways, we'll see exactly what's going to go on with this, and we'll see what strategy Parting wants to do here, because Parting could go for like an immortal push. You know, this is definitely a map where you can immortal push.
Yeah, this is, and it was, speaking of immortal pushes, I mean, this is a map that, Parting with his immortal pushes probably would perform pretty well on. So, G Willikers, Artosis.
G Willikers, Stasis.
We'll see, though. Yeah, I mean, look, if I'm Parting, I just do the immortal sentry push.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, let's go.
I don't know.
I would.
Lucero is such a Ling-heavy guy. I'd be a little bit nervous, actually, on getting there. Because, you have to be careful not to use up all your force fields.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to see Parting go for a longer game here. But I think the reason that I'm really wanting to see the longer game is to see what Lucero's plan is on this map against Protoss, that he chose it as his map, as opposed to something bigger.
And the weird thing is when you choose a map like this, and I mean, I would not be surprised if Parting's in the same boat as us, where he's like, really? You put Cloud Kingdom? You have to wonder, is he going to do some kind of weird cheese? Or some weird gimmick strat,
if you were to do some sort of cheesy or gimmicky, basically something non-standard, I don't think it would be at the front wall. I think it would be something more like Banelings at the third.
Nidus Worm or something? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I think more in line with, like, smashing the third as Party moves out or something like that.
All right, robotics facility.
Well,
Looks
so
like
far
it's going towards that push.
Yeah, I think it is the immortal push.
Artosis on my Twitter account, I made a bet this season.
Yes.
Who will be the first person to slip up and swear?
Between you and I?
Between you and I. Or there was the option that neither of us will slip up and swear.
One of us will slip up.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
It'll happen. It happens at least once every season. Not that it matters. It's internet TV. They don't have the ratings board, but...
No. Thank God.
Thank God. Thank God they don't control what we can say, Artosis. But, You bet against me? You think it's going to be me? Because I bet you.
Yeah,
I think you can historically actually curse more than me on air, though.
I think I probably do.
Even though we actually both have cursed like sailors when we're not on camera. But
yeah.
4 hours of unscripted TV, you're going to...
It happens.
Someone's going to drop the ball.
Sometimes I just get excited and do it. By the way, this is the immortal push.
Yeah.
well, it still looks like the Immortal Push. The one weird thing is he hasn't made the extra gates, which I just realized because he had his probes sitting there to make them, then he didn't. How many probes do you have? 44. I mean, the build still looks like the Immortal Push. He started the +1 after the Robo.
Little things like
Here's
this
another
too.
Immortal. I mean, all the timings are right for the Immortal Push except for the gateways.
Little things like getting that Overlord 2 actually start to pan out pretty heavily
Yeah.
when you're doing this build.
Well, yeah, this has to be the Immortal Push.
Yeah.
It's just, there you go. He's had enough gates at this point. It's the Immortal Push. Just a slightly different gateway timing than Parting normally does.
Yep.
But this is, I mean, he's the best at this build in the world.
Notice the Immortals are all in the back.
Yeah.
Just because you want the Zerg to not be 100% sure that this is coming, even though it's Parting, he's so famous for doing this. And note he walls off this entrance up the top of the ramp so that way if he gets counterattacked or becomes a base trade, at least the Zerg can't get to where his workers are.
Yeah, yeah.
At least in the main, so he can keep warping in during the push.
You know what? I think Lucira has a good chance of holding this. He stopped at 55 drones.
Okay.
Before Parting has moved out, like seconds before he's moved out, he started the infestation pit, and he's made about 1 quadrillion Zerglings. He's setting himself up to hold this. You know,
Let's see if he does it. I mean, it's going to boil down to these force fields from the sentries.
Now watch this. We have Lings all over. Oh, wow. He hasn't actually brought them in yet? I thought for sure he was. Okay, here we go. From both sides. Oh, beautifully done, Lucira. Oh, my God. Okay. Lucira, you good. You so good. Look at this. So many sentries going down. He's had to use so many force fields.
Yeah, think about it. Those are the force fields that were not used. Will not be used for the expansion to you know, push across the rest of the units.
And not just that, look at the amount of time that he's purchased. He's going to have infestors up before he's dead. And when you get infestors up, and look at this, he's sacking the third, he's making the spines, he's going to have infestors.
This is actually really good.
I think he's still going to hold this. Yes, he has less supply than Parting. It sounds weird to say I think he's going to hold this, but Parting's chance here is really utilizing that Warp Prism and lifting into the main because the spines are going to prevent him from pushing through the front with infestors behind them. This is crazy, man. Great play by Lucira so far.
All right. Very nice. Very clear to Parting what's going on now, so let's see how he handles this.
Yeah, there's a lot of... Those better not be infestors in those eggs, tasteless.
Well, there's 9 making, so...
No, they were all Lings at the third base. That's good for him.
Oh, at the third base, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, that's what I meant. All right, here we go.
Behind.
Oh, the infestors just now popping out. Oh, my God. He canceled Pat. Oh, wait, no, he didn't.
Oh, that was so good. Man.
Well, Parting is good, man. Holy crap. Well, we have a lot of Zerglings coming in, but I don't know if he actually has enough production at this point. It looks like Parting just has too many units. GG. Wow. Well, you know what? Lucira did some great moves there.
This is the story.
Almost did it.
Of a guy named Parting. The greatest force fields ever in the world.
It's completely true. He showed it right there. Well, Parting gets out in first place, man.
Wow, Lucira looks very frustrated with that loss. Well, you know, he actually set up so well for it, but the infestors weren't timed out quite right.
Yeah.
The first part of him trying to hold it up was really good. The second part, I mean, you know, he's just so good with those force fields.
It's true. The first hit with Lings did a lot. It got rid of so many force fields. Thing is, he went into so many Zealots afterwards that none of the Ling attacks after that did well enough. If he had slowed him down just a little bit more, then the infestors are already out when he gets to the spines, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah. I mean, you have the fungals and everything, even infestors, everything is different.
It looked one-sided, kind of, if you just stare at it, like colors moving around on a screen, but Lucira was close to holding that. He was.
We're going to take a quick little break when we get back, we're going to go on to the losers match here in today's GSL Code S. Stay tuned.